Good day all. Welcome to Obed Farm. Well, I think we have now done the rabbit business now for, I can't say rabbit business, but we've done the rabbit project now. We're in month number 2. So there are now questions I need to ask myself. Do I continuously do rabbit business, or do I leave this project as is? Or should I look at other better things to do? But let me say that this is probably the best time to tell you the story. In the almost 2 months that we have started this project, it has been quite an ordeal. The ordeal has been up and down, and that up and down, I think it's always good to share with others so that people understand that when you start some projects will give you quite they will give you quite a lesson. Well, to those who are new to the channel, please like, subscribe. To all those that are returning, welcome back. Well, as you can see, we have got to the numbers that we wanted, of the number of rabbits that we wanted to do when we started this project. This project was supposed to be something else which was different, and also for my kids to do projects for rabbits, or to do something so that they keep on learning about about doing animals and taking care of animals. Well, the challenges that we have faced when doing this project have been so many, but it's always good to share. Well, when we started this project, we went and we bought some rabbits. The first group of rabbits which we bought a lot of Dutch, a lot of New Zealand whites. Those were the first 2 rabbit breeds that we bought. And when we bought those rabbits, we were obviously very excited. We were also learning new things about how to take care of rabbits, how to take care of them. So when we bought some, we were told had been serviced, and we were also happy that we are already getting, and we took the days down. These rabbits were supposed to breed, and we did all the record keeping and everything. Now, the first thing that happened is that one day we forgot to lock up one of the cages. In that cages, on that time, the food trough was actually at the side, whereby if you pushed the door, the rabbits would push back. And when they pushed back, they actually opened one of the doors. And when they opened that door, they got out. This was in the evening. So it was this cage. We had put the food trough here, where we have now changed it to the other side, but we put it by the door. So they pushed, 5 of them fell out, or 5 got out. And out of those 5, we did not even know that some were pregnant or whatever, but they got out. And my dogs chased them. My dogs had a field day chasing them around. In the end, they killed 3 of them, and the other 2 managed to hide. One managed to hide underneath this metal scrap, and then the other one actually jumped out of the yard. And once they jumped out of the yard, we had actually said to ourselves, that one we had lost. So the next morning we find that we have got rabbits which are missing. Those rabbits which are missing, now we are trying to say, where did they go? But we automatically knew, and then we actually saw them in the yard. The dogs had killed them, but my dogs did not eat the rabbits. So we found the rabbits and we took them. We found out that out of the 3, 2 were pregnant, and one had 8 kids, the other one had 9 kids. So one had 9 and the other one had 7. So that means that we'd already lost. That was already the first loss of bunnies that we had lost. After, I think, less than 3 days time later, this one, the New Zealand white, this one, as you can see, this big one, we had been given that I had just serviced it, and it was due, and we had already planned it for being due mid-February, late of January. This one gave birth. We had not prepared for it. It had not been prepared. All the bunnies fell on the floor, and the holes were too big. They fell on the floor. There was no nesting box for them. It had given birth to 11. So imagine we lost all the 11 kids. Then that was another ordeal that we have faced. Right now, the ordeal that we're facing of bunnies. Then recently, we were very happy. Gave one, had given birth to 11. By the time we then looked in the box later on, they were now down to 9 rabbits. And out of the 9 rabbits, 9 bunnies, the mother then died. And then with these small bunnies to take care of. Now, taking care of these bunnies has not been easy. Nearly every day one has been dying, to a point now that we are only left with the 2 bunnies which are left. So we have lost the mother we lost due to bloating. So we learned something else about bloating and what causes bloating and how to prevent bloating. And from there on, it does not finish there. We then went again and we bought another rabbit, which we bought. We thought, everything was going on well. We bought 2, in fact, as a replacement for that doe that had died, and another one. We just said, we saw it and we saw that it was pregnant. But the one that we saw that was pregnant, we actually thought was going to give birth in the next 3 days. So we prepared for it. We were very sure that that one was going to give birth anytime soon. Guess what? The black one to be gave birth. Again, it did not have a nesting box. It did not have anything. We lost, it gave birth to four bunnies. We lost 3. So now we are only left with 1. So it's taking care of the one that is in there. So this has been quite an ordeal for us. But does that mean that it is not profitable or it's not correct? No, it's just that we are also learning. There's the learning curve, and we have been thrown a good learning curve. We have learned how to get grasses. We have learned how to build the nesting boxes, which will make sure that the kids don't fall out. We made sure that now, even when we just think that it is pregnant, we are just throwing the nesting boxes there. We are not sure. We are also learning. There is what is known as a learning curve. And if we look all together, now we have probably lost about 40 bunnies altogether from this project so far. But have we given up, or do we think it's a bad idea? No, we haven't. We actually believe that this is a very good business, and we are actually in the process of making sure that we take care of the ones that we have, and we know that we have got more that should be giving. As you can see, this one we know very well that we have sent it to a buck and it has just been serviced. This one we also thought when it came it was pregnant. It shows us that we've now gone over a month without it being pregnant, so we had to put it again to a buck, and the buck did its work. So we are hoping that this one will give birth anytime soon. These are the ones that which we have bred ourselves, and we are expecting them to give birth in the month of January, in the month of February. So we have got a lot of them that we have got expecting in January. We're expecting this one, and we're also expecting, this is the new one that we got, this brownish one. That's the one that we were expecting to give birth early, but that's the one that actually has not yet given birth, but we know that it is got pregnant, and we are going to be expecting the kids from them. And we also have these ones. The ones at the top, why there is nothing here is because we know that these ones have not yet reached the age that they need to be so that they can give birth. So this is what is known as having a challenge when you're trying to do this project. And when you try to do this project, you just try to find ways of making sure that you build onto whatever you have. As you can see, we have also still decided we're still finishing off building the additional cages. So we've got additional cages which is not yet complete, but it is half. We've done half of the frame, so the other half will be done probably in this next week. And this is why we say that it's a learning thing. So this, I think, is the first of once a week and once a month update of how where we expect them to be and what they are up to. And we just keep on making sure that we grow them and we're happy with where they are right now. Well, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, like, comment. Until next time, have a good day.